Hello everyone, it's Catherine. I'm behind the camera. Whoop, there's cornbread I made. Anyway, today I'm going to be making beef jerky. That's beef. Reason why I said beef jerky is because I usually make it. Actually, about 90% of the time, I make it out of deer or venison or whatever you want to call it. I call it deer, so. So that's why I call it deer meat. Not deer meat. Beef jerky. So, I mean, the recipe is very simple. The one I'm using is the one out of the my air fryer dehydrator book, which it has a lot of different recipes in here. I've only tried like two or actually three, and this one is the beef jerky, which you want a top round sliced thinly. I'll have the recipe in the description. But you can use your roast or steak. I use whatever meat I can get a hold of. Because I can't afford the more expensive meats. So I get whatever's on sale. Or if we have deer meat, that's why I use deer meat 90% of the time, because I process my own deer meat unless I want sausage. Then I take it to the processor. Move that bag out of the way. You want sweet soy sauce, ketchup, ground black pepper, salt, garlic powder, and optional is sriracha. So that's the recipe. And another thing they should put in there is you want to make sure you have a lot of paper towels. No, it's not going to take that much, but it's going to take quite a bit. And what you're wanting to do is, this has been marinating for about 2 days. You can marinate it overnight, or you can marinate it for a few days. But the more the flavor you want, the more you want to marinate it. So what we're going to do is we're going to get a thinly sliced piece. See, like that? That might do pretty good. But you want to lay it on your paper towel. No, mine are not uniform cuts. But this, with the amount of meat I have in here, this is one of those vacuum seal bags, which I love that machine. I vacuum seal all the meat in it, all my vegetables that I get from the garden that I want to keep, and it keeps it for a while. So what you want to do is you want to just take and line them up on your paper towel. Make sure they're flat, because see all that juice and stuff? That's why you're going to take your other paper towel, lay it on top, and you're going to mash it. Now, if you don't want to do it with your hands, you can do it with gloves, but I don't mind getting my hands dirty. And there you go. Whoops, let me turn that over. And see, they're nice and almost dry. They're still, come on, focus on that one piece. There's still a lot of seasoning on it. There's still some juice on it, but that's why you marinate it. And my racks, I only have 3 that came with my machine. And I already, my spray's in the cabinet. Sprayed my my trays so they won't stick. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to line them up, not too close to the edge. And I want this piece next. That one's actually a pretty good width. I mean, you don't want it too thick, because if you get it too thick, then the drying time is longer. And you don't want it too thin, because then all you'll have is just little bitty hard pieces. Now, we'll get all these lined up. Then we'll put another, whoops, that one didn't come all the way. No, that's pretty good. I mean, it's okay if you leave a little moisture on it, because that just, to me, just goes into the meat. Let's just pat this one a little bit more. But, ooh wee, getting a pretty good amount. Now this is, with this recipe, is probably my 1, 2, 3, 4th or 5th time with this recipe, and I'm telling you, everybody loves it. People where my fiance works loves it, because I usually give him some to take for lunch with him, and he shares with everybody. So we're going to do that. I'm going to line up some more, and this is going to take a while, and I don't think you want to see me pile meat on a paper napkin. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and stack these. That's a thick piece, see? That's going to be kind of chewy. So I'm going to take and put these on there and get them ready and on the trays, and we'll go from there. Now, another thing you want to do is you don't want to get it too close to the edge, because when you go to put it in the machine, that's where it's going to sit on those little pegs or whatever you got in your machine. So you don't want it too close to the edge. And this one has a lip on it. It's got about a 1/2 inch lip. But these are the flat ones. I got 2 flat ones and one, actually I got, 2 flat and 1 lip. But you don't want them too close to the edge, because then that would be touching the machine. But you don't want them too close together. Just an even spread. Okay. So this is why you need a lot of paper towels, because all that juice has to come off. We have actually a little bit of jerky left in there, but my trays, all 3, are full. So what I'm going to do is take them over to my air fryer pro. And I'm just going to take and slide them in there on those little racks. So let's do that one. Oh yeah, my sign. It's island time. And we're going to take and shove this one in there. And then let me grab that last one. Oh, those gloves right there are awesome. I don't use like the pot holders and stuff like that anymore when I get stuff out of the oven. I use those. Now let's get this last one in there. Okay, I'm back. I had a phone call. Oh, there I am. But this is my air fryer. It's a Power Air Fryer Pro. We're going to turn it on. Oh, come on. Oh, shut the door. Turn it on, and it said you want to dehydrate it for 6 hours at 160 degrees. So we're going to hit this little button right there. We're going to go up to 160 for 6 hours. And it'll cut on automatically, which is pretty awesome. And I'm not going to open it until about 5.5 hours later, but that's it. I will put the, oh, I'm going to hit the little light button right there. And there we go. It's in there. So we got to wait 6 hours. And the rest of this is probably I'm going to take and do later. Either when this gets done or another day. But I have other recipes I want to do. Like the KFC coleslaw. Oh my goodness. It tastes so good. And I have some recipes that I've come up with. Like, well, I've already done the what is that called? Crock pot pork chops, my version of it. I want to do the coleslaw. I'm probably going to do deviled eggs. My version of deviled eggs, which I don't know how other people do it. And I do not buy, whoop, there's the book. Found the book. I have not bought eggs in, I think, 3 years. Because we get fresh eggs. So our eggs do not come from a grocery store. It does not come from a store, period. So you always want to make sure you got plenty of paper towels because, yeah, it is very messy, as you can see. And my hands are always clean when I do this. Especially now since that virus is going around. I keep hand sanitizers on hand. I'm constantly washing my hands. Even though I'm here at my house, it's become habit. I get a little compulsive about it. But anyway, before I get off onto that subject, just make sure when you're doing this, kind of cut your meat thin, no, but not too thin. You don't want it where you're like pulling rope or something, or pulling a hide. But you want it nice and about like that thick. So I'm going to let that dehydrate, and I'm going to go sit down for a while before I have to go up to the dollar store. So, if you like the video, like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Share the video so I can get more views on it. Hit the subscribe button. I don't post that much. But if you want to, ring the notification bell. And this is not a promotion video or anything like that, but the Air Fryer Pro, I love it. I'm not being promoted by them. So I'm out of here, and I'll be back in probably 5 hours and 50 minutes. Well, this is what they look like. They are done. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and put them in a vacuum seal bag. Don't want to keep some longer than a few days. Because usually the jerky and stuff doesn't last very long here because we just love it so much. So I'm just going to take and pile this up on one. Then I'm going to get the rest of it in. And then that'll be that. But there's your pile of jerky. And they are finished. And they taste good. But I found out that this marinade tastes really good on deer. Oh yeah, that tastes good. Yep. I dropped one, so I just set it aside. But they're finished, and I'll take and put the recipe in the description. So if you like the video, like, comment, subscribe, share the video, and I'll find out something else to fix. But I'll see you in the next one. Bye.